Welcome to Paul Takes on the News. And today we're going to discuss something about what I heard on the radio that really bothers me, mainly because of what the media is doing. And it would really, the media's got this issue that really bothers me, and that's what we're discussing. What is it? Okay, so first I'll go into what I heard on the radio as I'm driving here to work. I was listening, and they said that Hillary just came back from what they call a commencement speech or something at a university for their graduates, and she was talking about all those positive things and how important it is to be honest. That was like its main theme was honesty. Who better to talk about honesty than Hillary Clinton? Because we all know she is the role model of honesty. Look at the dictionary and you'll see her picture. She is so honest and fair. Right? So, what do I have a problem with honesty? I love honesty. Honesty is my top priority. Honesty and cheesecake. Anyway, so what is bothering me is when you watch the news and they're still like rambling about, what do you think? Trump, the Russians, somebody in the Trump campaign that's talking to the Russians. And that's just all, you can't do that. You can't talk to the Russians. I mean, that's just terrible. Who would want to have a dialogue with your enemy? It's like, if you talk to them, you might start to get along with them or something. That's just terrible. You can't get along with people. What in the world? Communication is like how you get over things. You gotta talk about your problems. You don't talk when you go to counseling, which your marital counseling. Not that I have to do it, but they have the counselors there. You have the guy is there, the wife is there, and you're supposed to talk about your problems and talk until everybody's crying, and then everybody sees, the situation eye to eye, understand where everybody's coming from. The lack of communication is usually the root of all problems. So, to me, it seemed like, well, then we should have communication with people that we don't tend to get along with. Maybe we could add a counselor in there. They can get into a room, they can talk about their feelings, and then they can start crying, and then we can all get along. But apparently that is not the way government works. Government is, don't talk to anybody and just tell them what you want. But anyways, I'm changing the subject here. Okay, so my point is, so on TV, on the news, all they're talking about is the Russians and the Americans and the collusion, what do you call it, about who's leaking the information to the Russians or talking to the Russians. And you got to figure, when you're watching you get the Democratic point of view, you never really hear, this is the problem, this is the thing I really can't say, you never hear about what is being said to the Russians, or what the Russians are saying to the Americans. What are they saying to each other that's so horrible? They're not just like, hey, what'd you have for lunch today? No. They're must be talking about some major top secret stuff. We're not supposed to talk to them at all, I guess, apparently, unless you're like the president or somebody. So, what are they talking about that's so sensitive? Are they giving away nukes? Or top secret information? Are they wheeling and dealing and scheming and plotting some crazy stuff to take over the world? Well, in this case, listen, Democrats, do you know what it is? Do you know? Do you really know? It's about the election. Yes. They're thinking that the Americans, or whoever that was in the Trump campaign, was talking to the Russians to make some deals so that Hillary would lose. Okay, so there was no proof of this. They never found proof. They probably never will. They'll probably make up some stuff and they will talk to you as if it's a fact, when it's not a fact. There's no facts about it. It's all conspiracy. But they're running it like it's a fact. Okay, so they're pushing the story. Actually, all they're pushing is that somebody in the Trump campaign is talking to the Russians. They don't talk about why. So now you know that it was about the election. But what did they do? Did they actually say, hey, Russia, why don't you go pull some strings, throw some votes in the trash can for us, go rig the election box. That way we can win, and then we'll hook you up when we're in power. No, that's not what happened. What happened was, and this is just allegedly, but the Democrats think that the Russians are the ones that hacked into Hillary's server. Remember all that server thing and all those emails that came out and all that shady stuff that Hillary actually did do. So that's the big thing, is about the release of the truth. That's right. It wasn't the release of lies or doing some shady stuff. It's about the release of the truth, and that is why they're upset. Now, to me, if you're releasing the truth, then you're not the bad guy. The bad guy is the bad stuff that came out. And in this case, it was about Hillary doing shady stuff. I'll try like put the information or do a clip on all the stuff that she had actually did do, and it's a fact. This is not makeup. This is not hearsay. They had a whole thing in Congress and they discussed it and blah blah blah. They keep saying there's no evidence, but there was. I'll let you decide.
Washington Post fact checker gives her 4 Pinocchios, the worst rating possible, in part because of this statement from FBI Director James Comey.
7 email chains concern matters that were classified at the top secret special access program at the time they were sent and received. Those chains involve Secretary Clinton both sending emails about those matters and receiving emails about those same matters.
A direct contradiction of what Clinton told the American public.
I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email. There is no classified materials. I am confident that I never sent nor received any information that was classified at the time it was sent.
But that's what their whole thing is they're upset about. It's about the truth, about releasing the truth. And I thought Hillary was all about the truth, so I don't know what's her problem. But I guess they feel like she should be shady in peace. Be shady. They can do the sneaky stuff. Just don't tell the public. They don't care how they win. They just want to win. That's my problem. They don't care that Hillary was the shady one and that the only reason why she lost because the truth of her came out. But that's what it is. All right, I'm not going to talk about this all day long. I'm sure you got things to do, more YouTubes to watch. So you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Hit like and subscribe and pass this on to your nearest best friend and everybody that you know in the world.